great morning, everyone. Well, as you know, it's Wednesday, so it's Hogalishi Day. For those new to the channel, Hogalishi Day is when I do a read with Hogarth and Lena and Sheila. We do a collaboration every Wednesday at 5 Mountain Standard Time on Hogarth's Global Astrology channel. So on Wednesdays, I don't do a lot of reads on this channel because I never know what questions are going to be posed to be read on by all of us. So on that note, I do a general read in the morning, and then I see you online later in the day. So let's see what we have this morning. First card out is about the Four of Wands, the White House. So what about the White House? Energy coming into it is walking away, distancing, okay? Wanting to walk away, emotionally distance. Let's see what's above it. What he's trying to get away with, okay? The takeaway, foundation is world stage. So he doesn't like what the world is looking at him, whether it's Epstein or whether it's the, Netanyahu's bidding. When it comes to bombing Iran, he is not popular on the world stage. And so he's trying to emotionally distance, and he is on also, I feel with that, what he's trying to get away with, he's going the dark road, okay? He's on that dark trail. What's going on today? It's about, what he's trying to put out there, some message, some fishtail, some lie, some spin. The challenge is, too many things are surrounding him. He is mentally tied up. And so as usual, whatever's going on that's devastating, he'll say the opposite of it. So it's about what's going on, what's coming in from overseas, the actions being done, and what's being handed out. Okay. So more fishtails and lies and spins about what he's trying to get away with, the takeaway on this in the world, what's being handed out. Potential outcome, more manipulation. Oh, what a surprise. Okay. Ongoing manipulation by this fool. Outside influence is what's rapidly moving, rapidly incoming. Now, when I see this incoming this time, I'm feeling about it's the Iran missiles that are going on. And again, he's got some sort of a concrete message he's going to try to do on what he's trying to get away with about some victory. Okay? So trying to get a victory, manipulating what's going on with all of this. The underneath story, let's see what it is. Things are in motion. Not a good harvest. There is an agreement that the wheel is turning. And he's looking at the world, trying to figure out the next move. Light is coming out, being shed. There will be a new action. And of course, his mental retreat, his mentality. He's never been the brightest bulb in the pack, but, you know, even more so we have with that going on. When it comes to the war, the things happening with that, okay, the knight. So this is my card. Usually the knight is on the horse charging forward, and this one he's just holding the sword, but you can see above it, this is the knight. So mentally retreating from what he's doing with the bombing of Iran. We've got new information about what's taking place in the dark. Some light is coming out on it, looking deeper about those involved, the wealth, the power, the whole network of this drama, that it is a tower moment, okay, with what he's trying to sell and what he's trying to hide. When it comes to, guess what? Epstein files. This is a big burden. Because what? He can't stand the truth. And the lid is coming off. Ongoing stuff when it comes to their network of sexual escapades. Message about an action when it comes to him trying to maintain power. There's a new cup of abominations, strengthening the overturning. He's out in the cold because there is new evidence about what he's trying to control, the actions. But we have the MAGA. The MAGA group is now in more judgment and sharing and saying we want to get to a better place, okay, from what he's withholding. And it's time to end his regime. This is the death card in this deck. Time to end his dark drama, the devil card, because this is just too painful. And now we're facing losses. And now we're pondering this stuff and working to build, because we have the evidence in hand of his insanity. Okay? So MAGA is waking up. They still want the Epstein files released. They're not happy with what he's done in with the bombing of Iran. And so they are starting to rebel. So let's go ahead and look at his insanity. We'll use that as a starting point. We want to ask about his insanity, the things he's doing by the dark of night, just his whole craziness. Let's look at this really quickly. Give these a ruffle shuffle. What can you tell us about the things he's doing by dark of night and his just insanity? So what's being built, what's being constructed, and crossing it, pondering what's coming, okay? And what he's building. Underneath of it all, the nightmare. They're now seeing it as a nightmare, as they're losing their jobs, they're losing their incomes. One guy I saw was on there crying the other day, a farmer. He's got all the crop of carrot, almost $1 million worth of crop, and there's nobody there to pick the crop. All of his workers left, every single one. So this guy is now facing devastation because there's nobody to do the harvest. So he's one of the Magatonians out there singing the blues now because he's going to probably wind up losing everything. So let's see, the insanity being built. There's an agreement. With what's being built. Again, choices made in life. And the foundation is what's trying to be controlled, what is controlling. It's all about money, control, wealth. Underneath of it all, the new cup of abominations. Give a ruffle shuffle to the Lenormand, and what else can you tell us about this? The divergent path he's on, the choice he's made in life. It's about control, okay? The friends starting to look away. He's losing people. When it comes to the law or knowledge of what's being built, what he's trying to control, what he's trying to walk away from, but's being anchored in, okay? The divergent path that's built out of his insanity is facing law. When it comes to control of all these things he's trying to build, his insanity, they're starting to look away, okay? And he's just trying to escape, trying to get away from what's going on. So we'll go ahead and look at these and see what we have going on. This new cup of abominations, looking at what's under the surface. People are looking for help, wanting a victory, okay? It's about the path forward, the choices made in life. Light is dawning, figuring out the next action. Messages are coming out, more informational messages coming out. Could be about his mindset. Craftiness that's being worked on. The women wanting to get to a better place. New action when it comes to documents in hand. Actions charging forward, the crushing wheel of karma. Struggling with what's being, with the messages he's putting out. His lies, his fishtails about how strong he is. What's being offered up when it comes to the White House. The lid is off. This is the card of compassion. So the lid is off on the White House. Rapidly moving protection. This narcissism, again, and the government just walking away when it comes to emotionality of anything. They distance, they don't care. The life is mentally retreating when it comes to Trump. His whole mindset is about business. The victims that are women now are still in the nightmare. He's facing a loss when it comes to this death, this ending, a resurrection, okay? Where things are moving to get to more health, more conversations about the Epstein files, what he's holding back, and we've got his dark mental state. Again, something new concrete is coming out about Epstein stuff. Things are moving, being shared. What he's trying to get away is blossoming. The doorway is opening to things being pondered and looked at even more. This is about the marriages, those all connected with this Epstein stuff, the desires, that whole network. When it comes to the White House, gaining wisdom, seeing through the dark at the things that they've been trying to hide. The clock is ticking on the things up in the air. Short-term luck when it comes to him gathering money, okay? Being out in the cold. The difficulty of more arguments. The fly on the wall, the fly in the ointment is his abuse of power. At the heart of it, it's all about him trying to control the actions. Concrete message being put out is being eaten away at. What's being handed out is more obstructions. Trying to stand guard when it comes to the Epstein stuff coming out. Blocking any type of a promise he's made. He never keeps any type of promise. Evidence in hand is explosive. Where this is moving to is painful. Investigations looking deeper. It's a dark harvest. Future consequences. Actions will be coming out. They've turned their back on things when it comes to any type of emotion or the democracy. The history is being juggled. The stress coming up now, the cross to bear. Trump is all about wealth and power. The truth, again, they're trying to slow walk, cover it over, insulate from the truth. The community is feeling mentally tied up with all this stuff, and new information is waking up. And then what we have underneath driving it is sacrifices are key. When it comes to the toxicity, it's about money as well. The deeper information, the direction on their deception, cutting through these arguments and storylines, okay? And then on the other thing, what we have running this, the nightmare. When it comes to the war drama as well, and Trump, and people are sharing, more judgment is coming down by the MAGA clan about actions. Something new, concrete is coming out. The wheel is turning on what he's trying to get away with, the takeaway, looking for a victory. When it comes to a concrete message about his manipulation on the world stage, the incoming rapid things that are being handed out have him even more mentally tied up and trying to walk away emotionally. When it comes to the White House, when it comes to his lies, his spin, and justice, the truth about the wealth, about the drama, standing guard with his abuse of power. When it comes to the lid is off on truth, the burden, what's coming in, the Epstein stuff that they keep trying to hide, what he keeps trying to sell is a tower moment, okay? When it comes to the network, blocking things by what? Creating this diversion of the war, okay? Charging in with that. When it comes to the long term, what's being birthed in America, the evidence is in hand, and we're looking deeper into what's there, shining a light on what's going on in the dark, okay? So more of the same. He's going to continue to justify and pat himself on the back for bombing Iran and just making up a bunch of lies about why he did it, that they were going to, you know, come after us and everything, which was not true at all. So his ongoing lie, deny, diversion to try to get out of the stuff that's coming out. Because what's coming out that's still being hidden with Epstein stuff is even darker. It's going to come out about the network monetary stuff, blackmail, all of that other stuff that's he's trying to hide and run away from by creating any diversion is definitely not going to work. And all he's done with this is create more of a cesspool for himself that he's being sucked down into, because whatever Magatonians were still hanging on, he's losing more of them now because of the bombing of Iran and jumping on the Netanyahu train. Okay, so on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you this afternoon on Hogalishi.